Hi, Coach Maynard's class. My name is Derek Mudd, and I'm a program administrator at the Texas Commission on the Arts. I use geography every day at work because our agency serves arts organizations, schools, libraries, and artists all over the state. And it's a big state. If I get a call from an organization in a particular town and they want to find funding for the arts in their community, I have to know what region they are in and what the major industries are. Also, when a school in Canyon calls me to bring in an artist to perform, I know it's going to be a lot easier for them to bring in someone from the Panhandle region than the coastal plains. My favorite part of geography is learning about the land formations of our great state. That's part of why I love to travel for work and see as much of Texas as I can. My advice to you is to remember how important the arts and culture are to a place, and think about how geography might play a part in culture.
Hello to Coach Maynard's geography class. My name is Dr. Dick Boehm. I am the director of the Grosvenor Center for Geographic Education, also co-director of the National Center for Research in Geography Education, and the director of the Texas Alliance for Geographic Education, all here at Texas State University. Geography is a big deal at Texas State University. We have a department of 36 faculty. We have a big program in geography education, all the way up to and including a master's level set of classes and a PhD, completely taught online. My favorite in geography is just what you're doing, and that is looking for applications of geography in the real world. For many, many years, I think the general public thought that geography was all about capitals, rivers, highest mountains, oceans, and so on. We know that's not true. Geography is everywhere. It's in urban planning, it's in transportation, it's in business location, it's in geospatial technology. Everywhere you look, you can find geography if you just see it as geography. My advice to you, from my position, pay attention to all the ways that geography is used in our modern world. Think about the environment, think about urban transportation, think about planning. Those are all aspects of our everyday lives that need good, solid geography. What do you do when you get out of high school? You enroll in geography at Texas State University. Thanks.
Hello, Coach Maynard's class. I'm Amy Lobben, coming to you from Eugene, Oregon, where I'm a professor of geography at the University of Oregon. I'm also the president of the American Association of Geographers. In fact, as I record this, the annual meeting of the AAG is taking place. This is the largest meeting of geographers in the world, and we hold it every year at different locations. Online this year, of course. I'm a lifelong geographer, having grown up around the world, and then formalizing my geography status with a bachelor's, a master's, and a PhD, all in geography. Most academic geographers have research areas. Mine is neurogeography, which is basically a combination of neuroscience and geography. I use fMRI, or functional magnetic resonance imaging, to scan people's brain when they're doing geographic tasks. My goal is to identify the parts of the human brain we use when we are thinking about geography. I was asked to mention how I use geography and what my favorite part of geography is. I think my answer is the same to both. As I've progressed through life, I find that geography isn't so much an occupation for me, as much as it is who I have learned to be as a person. As you've discovered through your AP Human Geography class, geography isn't as much a discipline as it is a perspective. It's a way of teaching you how to look at the world, the physical landscape, as well as those who inhabit it. Geographers are at the forefront of all of the issues that are impacting our planet and society. From analyzing the spatial temporal patterns of COVID transmission, to geopolitical basis of conflict, to human dimensions of climate change. It's no accident that geography is one of the oldest disciplines on the planet, with a formal history dating back thousands of years. I'm delighted that you have found geography at this stage of your education, and I hope that you continue on the geography path.
Hello, My name is David Palmer, and I am the main author and lead senior consultant on your AMSCO Human Geography textbook, and I'm thrilled to be here with you guys today to talk a little bit about my experiences with geography. I'm also an AP Human Geography teacher and teach high school at a suburban school in Centennial, Colorado. So I've been doing this for a long time, over 20 years of teaching AP Human Geography. So a couple things here. How I use geography every day is that I love human geography. That's my main area of focus. And I love the interconnectedness that exists between multiple fields. I have multiple degrees in multiple fields. But geography has this great ability to be able to tie together economics, politics, culture, all of those different elements and how it interacts with the environment to give a really multidisciplinary picture of the world in which we live in, which is a very, very powerful tool combined with the spatial elements of using maps and thinking like a geographer of where things are and why they're there. Really, really powerful skills. My favorite part of geography is probably economic geography or urban geography. My background's I have degrees in economics and political science, and so I like the interplay between how those things work together. But urban geography I think is fascinating because it really synthesizes all of those different elements of bringing together how are cities laid out? What's the land use? How's the cultural landscape? What's it formed by? And I also like economic geography because I like to think about as a business person, where would I locate my factory? Where would I locate my store? And those are really powerful skills. And if any of you thinking about going on to business school, I would challenge you to conclude that geographic perspective in your business analysis. We're in the midst of the geospatial revolution, this 21st century, and it would be remiss by any business person today to not consider geospatial or spatial concepts in the choice of where they locate their factory or their stores or their business. Well, one piece of advice to you guys would be, first of all, I want to thank you guys. You guys took on the challenge. The challenge was accepted to take AP Human Geography. That took courage, and I want to encourage you as you're coming up on this test, this whatever it is, this week, next week, the following week, that you have engaged in a new concept and a way of thinking that will serve you well in the rest of your life. And I'm proud of you guys for going for it and taking on that challenge. And you know, it's in the process of learning that we all continue to improve. It's not an event, it's a process. Continue to remember the things that we've talked about in this class, your teachers have talked about in this class, and you're going to serve yourself well. There's no failure in trying to go for this. Go for it. There's failure in not doing it. So go for it, and I would encourage all of you to take some geography at higher ed. Take some geography classes and incorporate that into your fields of study. It will serve you well and make you very marketable. So I want to thank you guys, and I want to wish you well on your AP exam journey and in your high school career and in your post-secondary careers as you go on to college and universities. Way to go. Take care. See you guys later.
Bonjour, hola, ni hao, konnichiwa, guten tag, hello. My name is Dan Hunter. I'm the Assistant Commissioner of Agriculture for the state of Texas. And I just want to tell you how important it is not only to know the languages around the world, but where places are in the world where those languages are spoken. As all of you can imagine, here in Texas, we have a wide variety of things that go on every day. And in my job, we not only have to monitor what's going on in the southern part of the state, the valley, where our citrus and everything is grown, all the way to the high plains, where our cotton and grains are grown. To the middle of the state, where we grow many of our vegetables and fruits, and other things, including our corn and our wheat and items like that. It's very important that you understand geography, not only because of where places are, but what can be done in those certain places. Things that surround them, the climate things that are very important to them. Here also at the Department of Agriculture, we work not only in making sure that we have a place that we can produce crops here in the state of Texas, but we also put those products around the world. All of those different languages I just mentioned earlier are things and places we've been to over the last 2 years with the Department of Agriculture, putting commodities from the state of Texas into countries around the world, understanding the logistics of how to get those there, where those countries are, and how important it is for those different types of products and crops to get to those countries. So as you move forward, I encourage you to continue to expand your knowledge of geography. Know how important it is, not just in where places are or how languages are spoken, but how important it is to make the economy of the world work better.